This is a miracle for Anthony Fitzgerald.
It might take a little slower for me, but I can do it. I can do things that seemed impossible for me to do.
Years ago, he never dreamed he could ride a bike.
I originally wasn't able to I wasn't able to go to the bathroom by myself. I would have to need someone to help me do certain things, and that was actually really embarrassing.
Anthony was born a twin, but his mother, Christy, didn't know it at first.
Went in for an ultrasound to determine the sex of the baby, and the doctor said, whoa, there's something wrong. Let me see how many there are.
Christy was 25 weeks pregnant and was diagnosed with twin-to-twin transfusion, meaning one twin was starving the other, but she was too far along to split the placenta.
So you got a 50-50 shot. Either they both make it or they both don't make it. So it was rough.
Her boys were born at 30 weeks, 2 pounds each, but Anthony suffered a small brain bleed.
And even though it was like the lowest grade there was, it sure enough still affected him.
At 9 months, Anthony was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. He spent years using a walker.
Oh, remember when you used your walker?
Yeah.
Anthony had significant tightness in the muscles in his legs that made it very difficult for him to straighten his knees out. He had difficulty walking effectively because of that.
But Dr. Bill Miranda, pediatric orthopedic physician at Geisinger Janet Weiss Children's Hospital, met Anthony in 2011. When Anthony was old enough, Dr. Miranda suggested a surgery to loosen the muscles in his legs, releasing his calf and hamstring muscles behind his knee.
That allowed him to straighten his legs out more readily. It let him stand up straighter. He got taller overnight. And it let him walk quite a bit more effectively.
Major changes after that surgery in his gait, in his body as a whole. But it was rough too because his sciatic nerve was injured during the surgery. So recovery was really hard.
But trying to stretch his legs out to get the muscles to give stretched the nerve more than it would tolerate. And it turned that nerve effectively into a funny bone. And so for almost a year, he had strange sensations down in his leg and a lot of discomfort. But he was a very tough trooper and worked very hard through that.
But 9 months later, Anthony realized that surgery changed his life.
I feel like my surgery changed my confidence in a way that I never knew. Like, I never knew that I could control my legs like that. I never knew that the surgery would change me that much. But it did.
Anthony is involved in theater, riding his bike, and even though he uses braces, he's walking around the house without a walker or crutches.
Thinking back on it, I just think I can't believe what they've done, because without them, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to walk properly. The doctors there, they pushed me. They trained me how to walk again.
His family will never forget how donations to Geisinger Janet Weiss Children's Hospital helped make his stay much more comfortable and more kid-friendly.
From the entertainment that they provided him in such a scary time, to the volunteers that came in, I definitely think it makes a difference because it helped to take his mind off of what was happening, and it made a scary time less scary for him and for us.
And now Anthony is living life to the fullest.
I think what makes Anthony a miracle is how functional he is and how engaged in life he is.
I remember after I got my surgery, one time I cried because I never knew I could do it. Like it was like happy tears. I never knew I could do this stuff.
That's all anyone wants for their child, is to do whatever they can to be as independent as possible. So I'm very thankful. It was life-changing.